Hi, I'm Mike Vandenberg from Camp Lindo. I'm a senior. I play wide receiver and defensive back on the left side, and I return kicks.
You may not find a more versatile player than Camp Lindo's Mike Vandenberg. The 6'2", 175-pound senior led the state in interceptions this year with 11 and was a unanimous first-team All-League defensive back this season. He had 8 picks last year as a junior. Mike was also named second-team All-League at wide receiver this season after scoring 10 times on offense. Mike's head coach, Kevin Macy, has seen Vandenberg blossom into one of the Bay Area's best in 2004.
Mike really exploded on the scene this year. He's been a 3-year player on varsity. He came up during his sophomore year, played safety. Played safety as a junior, maybe had 7-8 interceptions, big impact player. But this year we moved him to corner. You know, a lot of safeties really don't show up on a radar screen, but if you're a quality corner, that goes a long way. And this year, him at corner, his interceptions had much more of an impact in the game. They were devastating to our opponents. He was always against their best player. We were in a press man coverage, which you don't see a lot of in high school. And his interceptions not only were timely, they were pretty acrobatic. They were, you know, on the verge of sensational, and really every big play he made turned the game around. So last year, his 8 interceptions may have gone unnoticed. This year, defensively, he became a standout in coverage, but he made big tackles, big hits, open field tackles. He covered ground, covered the field. At the end of the year, teams just wanted to stay away from him, but they couldn't find a way to do it because they could not pass on him, but they couldn't find a way to keep him not involved in run plays. He covered a lot of field, very physical. And on the offensive side of the ball, he just was blossoming in every way possible. Receiving, putting the ball in his hands on running plays and sweeps. Any way we could get him the ball. On kickoff returns, we just couldn't find enough ways to put the ball in his hands. We couldn't find enough minutes in a game, especially in a team that had a lot of other talented players. You know, trying to spread it around, he was just so dominant in everything that he did on the field. We kept looking for new ways to get him the ball, and every way he touched it, he did something big. So he was just he will explode on the scene. He'll be one of the players in the Bay Area that people will think came out of nowhere, but he's been a quality player, but he just will really find himself in the limelight. And I think that defensively, the way he can play a press coverage, and he can back off, he can get in your face, he can do things other high school corners can't do. He can do it all. So very versatile in not only plain man coverage, but the different types of techniques. We leave him pretty free to choose how he wants to handle the best receivers in the league.
Pass was intercepted by Michael Vandenberg.
Watching film, we come in and watch film every day at lunch and after practice, and we study the game, we study the other team and how they play our receivers, and that helps a lot, and our coaches point out what to do and what not to do, and just take that on the field.
Touchdown, Cougars! Graziano to Vandenberg.
On run defense as a corner, you gotta first play pass, or play action, and then you see that, and then I try to contain the run. If it's a sweep to the outside, I try to take on the first blocker and make the play, or come low and tackle him.
Mike also plays basketball at Camp Lindo, but once the hoop season is over, it's back to football and preparing himself for a shot at the next level.
Off season, I plan to do a lot of workout, weight training to put some more weight on me. To play at the next level, I think I need to weigh a little bit more. I'm going to work on speed training, and I'm going to throw with my quarterback and work with him with receiver and also defensive back skills.
Mike's been a 3-year varsity player, but for some reason this year, he just went over the top in his devotion to the game, his passion for practice, for play, for off-season preparation. He played on a team last year that was loaded with seniors and real quality all-league players, and he fit in with that group, but then everyone left, and he was sort of a one-man, you know, to sort of hold up a team, and we weren't sure if he was going to want to accept that role. A lot of pressure with everyone leaving. But in the off season, he just decided that if something was going to happen this year, if we were going to have any success, there was only him and a couple other players, and he more than anybody, especially on the defensive side of the ball, knew that he was the only returning player, and he was going to make that commitment to make everyone around him better. And he worked on it off season, and it's just a joy to see all that work fall into place, and him to be rewarded with not just good play, but just timely, explosive, exciting plays. He just made quite a name for himself.